Ladies and gentlemen, for about a week I've been following the story in Ohio, and it's bad. Last night the governor of Pennsylvania was saying people in his state are showing symptoms. And I was reading also this morning how folks in Ohio, in this area of Palestine, are talking about rashes on their skin. All of the animals in the area died. The fish in the water died. I mean, this thing was serious. And to me, they should tell everything about what happened, everything about the chemicals that people are inhaling. People are reporting respiratory problems. They are reporting burning eyes. And some people did manage to get out. It's really hard to tell people to leave. Now, it's okay if you have the financial means to get out of there. You're going to have to use your own funding. The state is not picking up that money that you're using. So, unfortunately, a lot of people don't have good paying jobs, or they just simply don't have the money to relocate. So it is bad. It is really bad. And I just don't know. It's a major cleanup, but you can just look at this and tell the cleanup is going to be major. You don't know what chemicals got in the ground. You don't know what the air quality is there. You don't know if the water is safe for these people to even use, or is it just get out of there and don't go back. It is so much to consider right now. But I have a video of Governor Mike DeWine talking about the situation, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
Norfolk Southern is responsible for this problem. We fully expect them to live up to what the CEO committed to me, and that is that they will pay for everything. If they don't, we've got an attorney general here that will file a lawsuit. So, look, they're responsible for this. They did it. This is the impact on this community is huge. The not just the physical problem that might be caused, but the inconvenience, the terror, many things. So yes, we've already seen lawsuits filed. I'm sure there'll be more lawsuits filed. But my objective is to do everything we can to get this cleaned up as quickly as we can. I understand people's skepticism, and I understand their anger. And if I lived in the community, I would be angry too. The railroad caused this problem. They're going to be held accountable.
Okay. This is definitely an environmental catastrophe for real. You know, so the residents, many of them are still there, but they are afraid because of, the air quality and everything being so bad. It was a release of vinyl chloride, and it quickly killed any livestock that was there or any animals that were there. They said that all got wiped out. They are afraid of the water, the air, the soil, surfaces, and residents. They just packed into a gym on Wednesday for a community meeting. And they said the village of 5,000 people, there are still people still there, but they are afraid of, cancer or any type of respiratory problems that they can develop. And they were asking at this Wednesday meeting, is it okay to still be here? Are our kids safe? Are the people safe? Is there a future for this community? So rightfully so, they're asking a lot of questions. The event was hosted at East Palestine according to officials. And there was supposed to be someone from Norfolk Southern there, but the company, which said it had hoped to provide updates on cleanup efforts and results from air and water tests, they backed out of the meeting. So these folks, got all this growing concern on their health, and they're not getting answers from Norfolk Southern, who, like the governor said, they are largely responsible for this disaster. So, the people were upset and they were yelling, "Where is Norfolk Southern? Where are these people?" So residents questioned how safe their village is and the validity of the air and water test, and how the potential long-term health effects will be monitored in the community. And let me tell y'all something. Whenever you have a disaster like this, the only thing these companies are looking to do is getting out of the whole thing. That's all. They're not looking out for those folks. They're going to be shocked. They're not going to look out for them. They're going to look out for their wallet and what they can do so that they are not sued. But in my opinion, no matter what promise Norfolk Southern make, I think the state should still sue them. They are responsible for this disaster, and it uprooted people's lives. Mm-mm. So the locals are now expressing distrust of these officials' account and their anger. So they think they're not even being told the truth. And the meeting came just a day when the governor's office announced state officials again determined water coming from the municipal system was safe to drink. I wouldn't believe nothing from this government. I'm just sorry, I wouldn't. Test results from 5 wells that supplied the system, covered by steel casing, showed no contamination. All right, so let's say that's true. What about the ground these people are walking on? The soil, I mean, just the ground in general. You know, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all, I wouldn't trust nothing these folks say. I wouldn't trust a thing. Still, the state environmental protection agency encourages residents to get water from private wells that get the water tested, because those wells may be closer to the surface than the municipal wells, according to the governor's office. Boy, what a nightmare. Evacuation order was lifted on February 8th, 5 days after the derailment, after the earlier air and water sample results led officials to deem the area safe. Yeah, but you know what? These are always officials that don't even live in the area. Yeah, it's just like the Jackson, Mississippi thing. The people in charge are not even in that area, but they're going to tell you what's safe and what's not safe. I don't trust these folks. Hell no. So the people want answers. I want answers. My greatest concern is my citizens feel that what I care about and what I don't about anything else. So one person said they live 2 blocks away from the train tracks. And they're talking about how they're concerned and they have small children. And I don't blame them, and how many of them are living with anxiety right now and wondering if it's even worth it to stay in that town. So this was a 100-car freight train that derailed on the 3rd of February carrying hazardous materials, including vinyl chloride. Wow. So they're saying that this particular chemical is known to cause cancer, attack the liver, and can also affect the brain. Oh, hell no. Well, then, what about the cleanup? What are the details on the cleanup? And my question, if this happened on the 3rd, how come we're not hearing about cleanup in that area? Better get them guys out there with the hazmat suits and get the area cleaned up. So, you heard the governor. Norfolk Southern is responsible for cleanup at the site, according to a February 10th notice sent to the company from the federal EPA. So, what they want is removal of the soil that has come under contact with hazardous chemicals. The contaminated soil and both the air and down to the surface. So they're just telling you everything they want cleaned up. Every time it rains, a flood of new contaminants will enter the ecosystem. So the railroad reopened the rail on the 8th after taking steps, including controlled release of toxic chemicals from certain cars. It has not yet known what significance or the impact the soil that was not removed prior to the rail line reopening may have on surrounding areas. Well, you don't know. In this case, you are relying on um, your officials. So, yeah, so they are concerned about what effect this is going to have on them in the long term. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. So, Norfolk Southern said on Wednesday that it was creating a $1 million charitable fund to support East Palestine, saying it was committed to the community today and in the future. Yeah, whatever. It cause all these problems, and all you want to give is $1 million. So, one resident was saying that it hurts to even breathe. They're in pain just breathing. And there was another family that was just visiting family. They came from out of town to visit when this whole thing happened. And they have developed a nagging headache that doesn't seem to go away. And they said, they want to know if it's safe because it even hurts to breathe. So, right now, the air quality appeared to be a source of headache and sore throats among or deaths of animals such as cats and chickens. Yeah, they said all the livestock around there died. And they are saying that the cause of the common symptoms are headache, eye irritation, nose irritation, etc. That's what it says. Wow. The wreck and spill is blamed for thousands of dead fish. And of course, yeah, you can't touch the fish or the water. At this point, how can you can't touch nothing. And they're talking about the water flows into the Ohio River, and the Ohio River is very large. And the chemicals are contaminant, according to Ohio EPA agency. And they have tracked in real time and believe that the contaminants have moved about a mile per hour from Palestine all the way down the Ohio River. So, y'all, this is really a tragedy. And I think it's far worse than what we're hearing. I think this thing, when it's all said and done, it is going to be, I just think these people are not going to be safe living there. That's just my opinion. I don't think I would stay there. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.